So this movie, Straw, is a drama thriller which follows the story of Jania Wilson, a hardworking single mother played by Taraji Hanson. For those who know Taraji Hanson, she did a very, very fabulous and fantastic, role in the movie Acrimony. Jania faces numerous challenges, including her young daughter's serious illness, poverty, and a broken system. As the pressure builds, she pushed to the edge, forcing her to make impossible choices. The story is about a single mother, the pains and the struggles. So, in this video, I'm going to be reviewing the movie and the lessons learned. For the past 2 to 3 weeks, this movie has been making rounds. For those who do not know, this movie is actually a blockbuster showing on Netflix. This movie actually reveals financial struggles, emotional burdens, limited support, and societal judgments. If you're new on this channel and you're watching this channel for the first time, this is Femzy Good Life, where we'll talk about product reviews, lifestyle, healthy living, godly choices, and everything you need to know about the good life. For the past 2 weeks, everyone has been talking about this movie. So I'll be telling you the lessons I learned and what you can learn from this movie as well. If this is your first time, you're welcome to this channel, and if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much. For first timers, please do well to subscribe and turn on the notification bell. So for those who do not know, the lead character in the movie Straw is Taraji Hanson. Taraji Hanson is very, very popular. She played amazing roles in very popular movies such as Empire, Acrimony, and a whole lot of others. She has been very, very, very popular in the Black American community. And this movie is actually a very, very sentimental one. I do not know anyone who has watched the movie and did not cry. This movie is actually a very, very touching movie, and I'll be reviewing the lessons learned from this movie. First and foremost, poverty is expensive, guys. Poverty is expensive. They say not all fingers are equal, but please, sisters, do me a favor. Make sure that your finger is the longest. Do whatever it takes not to be poor. You would pay the price, an expensive price. Money is not everything, but money would actually make your life better and easier. It will give you more choices and it will give you more options. So, in whatever you do, please, brothers and sisters, do not be poor. Secondly, single motherhood is no joke. So for those who have plans of being single mothers, please do be prepared. Just do all you can to ensure that you are prepared for the journey ahead. Single mother is not a joke. So for those who do not have children yet, the wisest and the most important decision you will make in life is the choice of your partner. And you have to be very, very careful who you have a child with. This could either mar you or make you. You have to be careful. Parenting alone, for those of us that have partners, it is stressful, it is overwhelming. So not to talk about when you don't have support system, it is crazy and it will mentally drain you. Number three is the society we live in, whether you like it or not, it is flawed. Everyone is busy with their life. So do your best possible to take care of your mental health. Do your best to fix your life. Do your best to make sure that your life is balanced. Next up, everyone has a battle, especially at the workplace. Most bosses can be very, very insensitive. So, this brings me to my next point, which is point number four, empathy. I think empathy should be a course on its own. It should be taught in schools. People are just not empathetic. We are not sensitive to the feelings of others. Everyone has a battle. So in your workplace, in your communities, Do as much as possible to be kind to one another, you know. Be kind to people, Try and make, if you cannot make them feel better, don't try and make them worse, you know. We can see how Jania actually was fired, and after everything, you can see how her boss treated her. He really didn't care what she was going through. He didn't really care about Jania's plight. He didn't really care about the sick daughter. At the end, Jania was forced to make difficult choices, trying to rob and, make sacrifices just to save the life of her daughter, you know. So please, let's be sensitive towards the struggles and the pains of others. Next, as well, is always prioritize your mental health. Desperation can be very, very overwhelming, and sacrificing a lot for those around you can take a toll on your mental health. Next up, do not always rely on the system. System, society can fail you. Do not rely on the system. Jania was fired, you know, from her job. Jania had her child taken away by the welfare, system. So it was totally unfair to her. But the truth is, the outside world, nobody really cares. So do your best possible to have, your own support. Draw strength from yourself. Do not rely on the system, because the system can fail. Next up is people judge what they don't understand. They saw a crazy woman, they saw a woman who was frustrated, they saw a woman who was harsh and brash, but they did not know that she was a broken woman. They didn't know that she was going through a lot. So try and be less judgmental to others as well. We should try and, be more accommodating. You never know what the next person is going through. And then in this movie, we realize that there is no love like a mother's love. You could see that she was willing to go the extra mile to ensure that she got medicine, for her child. She was willing to even sacrifice her life, go to prison, just to ensure that she was able to save her child. The next point is, do not bottle things up. Always try and, seek support. Always try and seek assistance as early as possible. Do not be strong. See, from this movie, what I can tell you, especially my fellow women, do not be a strong woman. You see that? Oh, I'm a strong woman. I can do it all on my own. I'm independent. I can do this by myself. I can do that by myself. The painful truth is, do not be overly independent. If you need help, ask for it. If you need a loan that's gonna save your life, ask for it. You don't have to wait to the last minute. You don't have to wait till things go south. Speak up. Don't be a strong woman. It's good to be strong, it's good to be independent, but sometimes you just have to ask. Especially just ask. I mean, people may mock you, people may, but just ask, and then build a support system. You need it to get by. You need it. So the movie Straw shows the painful truth about life for some people, especially in America. It follows a hardworking single mother who is doing everything she can to take care of her sick daughter, including working two jobs, just to afford her daughter's expensive medicine. She cannot pay for other things like water, electricity, or air conditioning in her home. And even though she's trying her best, her job doesn't even care about her struggles. Her boss is mean and does not respect her as a mother. One day, her daughter is taken away by child services because the school principal says the girl often comes to school hungry and dirty. You know, the mother could not pay $40 for school lunch, and that even made things worse. So that was penury. Can you imagine? If ordinary $40 just for one child, ordinary $40. Even most of us here in this part of the world are even doing better than that. At least we can afford $40. That same day, she asked her boss for 30 minutes off just to handle things at school, but everything just started going wrong. You know, this is where help comes in. Do not neglect the place of prayer. When things are beginning to work against you, do not, I'm trying not to sound overly spiritual, but do not neglect the place of prayer. When things are going south, ask God for help. As a woman, you cannot do it on your own. As a single mother, you cannot do it on your own. Learn when to use Psalm 121. Learn how to go on your knees and ask God for help. I look up to the hills from where comes my help. My help comes from the Lord who made heaven and earth. He will send angels to rescue you, you know. So that same day, her boss asked for just she asked her boss for 30 minutes. On her way, a police officer threatened her, and another one gave her a ticket and took her car. Things just started going wrong for her. Even when um you know it was hard, it was raining so hard, she had to walk back to work because she doesn't even have a car. So she was wet and tired. Only for her to get back, her boss fired her. So it was just a bad day. So you have to pray, my sisters. You have to pray against the evil day. A lot of things happening at the same time. And even though it was her payday and her paycheck was on the table, she had to get money. She had the check, but she did not have physical cash. So in the movie, I kept wondering, from my experience, America is a credit system. Is it that she wasn't credit worthy? Is it that she didn't have a good credit score? So what could have been the problem why she couldn't even get access to medicine for her daughter, you know. So she begged for money to buy food and medicine for her daughter, but her boss sent her away. You're firing someone, at least just give the person the basics. This is where empathy comes to play. When she got home, she saw that all her belongings had been thrown out. She was evicted because she couldn't pay rent. Everything was soaked in the rain, including her daughter's things. She picked up and what she could, and then she returned to her boss, this time desperate to get her money. So while she was there, robbers came to steal from the boss, and in the kiosk, she picks up a gun and shot one of the robbers. But instead of thanking her, the boss blamed her and she was scared, confused. So she snapped and just shot the boss too. Then she ran to the bank, she was mentally drained. That was just the truth. I just want to say Jania was emotionally drained. So she ran to the bank to collect her paycheck, but she forgot her ID. Talk about powers being against you. I mean, what was going wrong? First, you get a ticket, two, it begins to rain, you walk back, your boss fires you, robbers come in, they try to attack your boss, then try to save him, only for him to insult you again, blame it on you. Then you shoot him, you run away, you go to get your money, you forgot your ID. Come on, is this one problem? You see why you cannot rule out the spiritual aspects. So let's continue. She ran to the bank. She just needed help, but the police were called, and soon the building was surrounded. So while she was stuck inside, the worst news came. Her daughter had died. So at this point, I had to cough. Her daughter had died. She had fought so hard, but in the end, she lost everything. Very, very sad, very tragic. It's a tragedy. It started off on a sad note and ended off on a more sad note as well. So it's unfortunate. This is the reality of some people, especially single mothers. People live from paycheck to paycheck. For those who think America is paradise, it's not easy anywhere. People work 2 jobs, 3 jobs. Most time, not all that glitters is gold. Life here is hard. Life in America is also hard, especially for poor people and single parents. People still face racism. People still face low pay and harsh treatment, even when they work hard. America is not a magic land. If you don't have support or enough money, it can break you emotionally and mentally. It's not like agege, it's not like orile, it's not like Ikeja, where you are hungry and you go to your neighbor, oh, give me Gary, or please give me 2,000 first. I will borrow. I will give pay you back. Borrow me or lend me some money. I'll give you back. It doesn't work that way. So it could be mentally draining. You just have to be ready to face each day as it comes. Stress can push people to do things they would never imagine. It's okay to ask for help when you feel overwhelmed. Don't give up. Don't lose yourself. Keep fighting for your child. Keep fighting for yourself. And when fighting for others, when fighting for family, as women, we must remember that our lives matter too. We must build fairer systems. We must support working mothers, especially those raising their kids alone. It's mentally exhausting. There should be welfare packages. There should be laws that help to protect working class women in the society. I think this will go a long way to kind of ameliorate the plight of women, the plight of mothers as well. Doing it with a partner, raising a child with a partner, struggling for the family with a partner can even be draining. Not to mention doing it as a single parent. It's so sad that things ended up for Jania this way. But in all, I give it to Tyler Perry. This is one of the most amazing movies by Tyler Perry. I'm not surprised. Tyler Perry has always been very, very ingenious, very innovative. Talk about Diary of a Mad Black Woman. Talk about Madia's family reunion. Talk about Why Did I Get Married. Talk about acrimony. Talk about the Diary of a Mad Black Woman, acrimony, and many more. Tyler Perry is really pushing the narrative of the black Americans, and I give it to him. He did extremely well in this movie, Straw. So, this movie, Straw, is on Netflix, it's everywhere, everyone has been talking about it. So that was why I decided to do a review about this movie. It talks about financial struggles. Jania struggled to make ends meet, provide for her daughter and her niece against the harsh reality for many single mothers. Emotional burdens, the weight of responsibility, worry, stress took a toll on her mental health. Limited support, which was exacerbated by lack of support from family and friends, and the system, societal judgment, sacrifices. So that's what this movie actually entails. So if you haven't seen the movie, it's worth the watch. But I guarantee you, you're gonna cry. Yes, you're gonna shed some tears. Except maybe you've developed some resistance to emotions. But all the same, it's a very, very amazing movie. I'll give it 9 over 10. The only reason why I'm not giving it a 10 over 10 is because it made me cry. I mean, it was very emotional. From the beginning to the end, it was just sad, sad, sad. I expected some light at the end of at the end of the tunnel. I expected a twist. But anyway, it was good, it was emotional, it was thought provoking. It made many people think about their lives and their past and the struggle other people could be going through. All the same, I read the movie high and I had a great time watching the movie. Thumbs up to Tyler. Good job, Tyler Perry. Good job. You actually outdid yourself this time. Anyway, as expected, nice movie, nice concept, nice job. So if you haven't seen the movie, please do well. See the movie. Once again, this is Femzy. Good life. Did you watch the movie? Did you enjoy it? What was your experience? Any criticisms? Any comments? You have anything to share? Please do well and drop it in the comment section, and I'll be glad to share your thoughts and actually respond. Once again, if you have any topics, beauty products, healthy living lifestyle, any particular topic that you would like me to review, please do well to leave your suggestions in the comment section and I'll gladly oblige you. Once again, if you haven't subscribed at this juncture, you are wrong. So subscribe, turn on the notification bell so you're notified each time we post a video. Thank you for watching me. Bye.